What is up, guys, and welcome to another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Robot Paradise or Fans Toys RP-01 Acoustic Wave and Fibrier.
And here we have the box for RP-01 Acoustic Wave, or the Fans Toys Acoustic Wave, but not Masterpiece, not Soundwave. Anyway, on the box you can see Robot Paradise RP-01 Acoustic Wave, Fibrier, which is Rumble or Frenzy, whichever one you decide to land on the spectrum. I think he's Rumble. I think he's Frenzy. My bad. You got a nice image of the Soundwave right there. Robot Paradise 2021, made in China. On the top of the box, you got Acoustic Wave. On the side of the box, you got Acoustic Wave. On the side of the box, you got Acoustic Wave. On the bottom of the box, you got Acoustic Wave. And warning, on the back of the box, you do have obligatory product shots. What comes in with the figure, the alternate look, which is the G1 toy look, his robot mode, and the tape deck for Fibrier, a bio, RP-01 Acoustic Wave, and then him with the Cassetticons, which not all of them come in this set. It is just Frenzy, and you can see Rumble, Ravage, and Laserbeak right there, or as Robot Paradise calls them, Condor, Shadow, and Refib, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I don't care. That's about it for the packaging. Now, let's get these guys out here and see what they're all about. And here we have all of Acoustic Wave's accessories down at the review table. Now, taking a look at the bigger one that probably caught your eye first, you have Fibrier, which we will get to, and all of his accessories in the next segment. So let's take him off to the side. Taking a look at the most bland of all of them, you got the Energon Cube. This can just plug in to Soundwave's chest by removing this top piece. But other than that, serves really no other purpose. And then you have his gun. I was trying to figure out what to go with next. You have the gun cast in the same plastic as Acoustic Wave himself. You got the two pegs to put into the gun, or into his hand. You got some chrome for the barrel, some metallic red for the top and around the perimeter. You even got a trigger. It does not move though, so that's okay, but you also got the gun. And then the rest of this is all stuff to make him look more like the G1 toy. Now, taking a look at the alternate head sculpt, you can see the nice detailing, mechanical. You got the yellow visor as opposed to the red visor from the cartoon. You got the white for the for the mouth plate. Jesus. You can see it's just attached by a screw and just plugs in like that. You also get an alternate chest plate with some mechanical detailing. The person that I bought this from put an MP29 sticker on there, and I think that looks awful. So I'll eventually remove that. But yeah, that just plugs in onto the chest after you removed it, but some nice mechanical detailing there. You also get alternate shins, which are nice mechanical details. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but painted in silver. And they just plug in, and they even tell you which side they go on, which I think is really nice. You also get these alternate leg panels, same principle, nicely painted. These don't tell you which leg they go on, which kind of stinks, but you do get some nice silver on both of them for these pistons that I really like. I think that's a really nice touch. You also got these alternate shoulder pads with some metallic red. These parts are die cast, these struts, but you got some nice metallic red right there, some nice yellow and silver on each of those. You also do get these nice metallic cherry red knee pads with some silver at the bottom with some nice sculpting detail right there. These are not die cast, these are plastic. And then you also get these nice mechanical detailing with some gunmetal red and yellow, and that's for both of them. These also don't tell you which way they go on, but hey, that's all for all of these accessories. If you want the guy to look like his G1 toy, you can do that. I won't judge you, but I just prefer the cartoon look, and just to put Fibrier in the next shot so that you know that's what we're looking at next. So let's take a look at him. And here you have the accessories for Fibrier, and as you see, I almost went for the head. Infinity War? Anyway, he doesn't really come with a lot. He's supposed to come with 7 accessories, actually. I'll get into that later, into the Fibrier segment, but you'll see why I don't have all 7. But taking a look at the ones he actually does have, taking a look at the alternate heads first, you can see they're just cast in a metallic gunmetal plastic with some metallic cherry red for the visor. If it'll focus. Guess not. There we go. And some gray for the mouth. He does have a smiling face. These do connect by a mesh and peg. You got some blue on the back of the head. He has the laughing face, and then he has the angry face. Same principle, just with a different face, and same blue on the other side of the head. You do get both of the pistons. These are just cast in a nice metallic cherry red plastic with some nice sculpting detail and some gunmetal plastic right here. They are spring loaded. They just pump like that, and they are activated by this button. You got some more metallic or mechanical detailing there. Some more down here, some more up top. But to lock these up, you just do that and put that up, and you get 2 of them, just like he did in the cartoon. And then you also get the cassette case, so you do get this for if you want to display him in this, or just put him in storage. You get that. It opens up like, there we go, like so. And you get the 2 struts to put in the holes of the guy. But that's about it for his accessories. So let's just get into the figure. And here we have Fibrier in his cassette mode. Now, he is, of all of the Cassetticons, including the ones that are in the separate pack, he and Rumble are the most convincing, or rib fear. I don't remember what it's called. But this is the Fans Toys take on Rumble, or Frenzy, whatever side of the spectrum you lie on. I think that either one, I prefer Rumble to be red, but I know that this is Frenzy because in the original cartoon, the first 3 episodes, the blue one is called Rumble, and it just alternates every time. But you can see you got some nice blue for the striping on the front. You got some nice silver as well. You got some nice blue, yellow, and red on the sides of the cassette, on what will become the legs eventually. And then on the back you got the robot stuff. But very nice, very small. Feels really good. He also got some red. But that's about it for the cassette. So let's try to get him in the camera better. So let's get Frenzy looking like this to looking like this. And this guy's pretty tiny. And I really like that about him. You can see that's my index finger. He's smaller than my index finger. Anyway, taking a close look at the details of this guy, you can see his head sculpt is very small, very nice. It's just metallic gunmetal with some metallic red for the visor and some gray for the face. You got some gold for the chest right there. Forgot to do that. Some gold on the crotch plate and the thigh. Some red for the thigh. Some red on the forearms, or the wrists rather. The same detailing from the cassette mode and the die-cast foot. Now this entire figure is almost entirely die-cast, which is very nice. It feels really, really great and solid. The one thing I don't like about it is that obviously makes it harder to pose, and the fact that the seller I bought this from did not have, or advertise the figure as a complete. So the set was complete. But when I opened it on a live stream, which has since gone, the guns are not included. So that sucks really bad for me. But the pistons are still included. I still have those, as you saw earlier. But the guns are not included, and that sucks. I messaged them about it, and they were like, I didn't message them. I left a review saying like, hey, figure was incomplete, but everything else was great. And I only gave them 4 stars. Because I feel like advertising a figure as complete when it isn't is kind of an issue. And that was an issue. And they messaged me, and they were like, you shouldn't have left a negative review. You could have just asked me for them. But at the same time, I tried to message them back, and I said, well, since you advertised the figure as complete, I didn't think I would have to mention that, and they should have just come with the figure in general. And they had blocked me, so I couldn't message them that message, and so that sucks. But anyway, I digress. But for articulation, the head is on a swivel, or a mushroom peg swivel joint. He can look up that far, not really, and down that far. You can bring his arm all the way up to there. He does have a complete, he can swivel his arm back that far and forward that far. He does have a elbow bend that way, but that's more for the pistons. His elbow can bend that far. His wrists go in and out, but that's mostly for transformation. There's no waist swivel, though he could have definitely had one, I feel. He can kick up that far and kick back that far. The knee can go back that far. It is on a double joint, that's the only reason why, but it's still too loose. And the foot is on 2 ball joints, but can't really pivot, surprisingly. But that's about it for this guy. Let's get him next to some much larger fish and see how he scales up. So here we have the Robot Paradise fib rear, just moving him over, next to the MP25 tracks. And here we have him next to the MP52 Plus SW Skywarp. And here we have Acoustic Wave in his boombox mode, or his tape deck mode. Whatever it is, I don't care. This guy's great. Taking a look at the details, of course, you can see the gold and the chest. This is exactly what the chest is going to be in robot mode. You got some white on either side. You got a white stripe on the bottom. You got the faces. The buttons do not press, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. That works just the same as robot mode. You got the knob that does work. You got some more die cast. You got this knob, which also works. Also die cast. That's also die cast. On the back, it's clean. It looks so cool, so good. On the bottom, not too much going on. But then again, this mode doesn't really need a lot to go on with it, so let's just get Acoustic Wave looking like this to looking like this, and Acoustic Wave is the best figure in my collection, no doubt about it. Now, taking a closer look at the details to get another workout in, because, you know, my camera decided to fall while I was filming it the first time. Taking a look at the head sculpt, you can see the nice blue and white metallic plastic for the head, some sculpt detail right there. You got some nice metallic cherry red for the eyes, some metallic cherry red in the barrel and the side of the shoulder cannon. You got the opening cassette deck, which has some nice sculpting detail in there, as well as the button to move it open. Some nice gold chrome around that, as well as on the sides. Some nice die cast for the face buttons, some nice red on the forearms, as well as some white on the knees and some yellow on the shins, and then the die cast on the feet. You can even see the die cast in the arms, and when you look to the back, some more sculpted detail, some screw holes, and some more die casts, and the Walkman knobs for the robot mode These are not the ones that are in the, what is it? The tape deck mode, but yeah, you got that. And this guy is heavy because of the die cast, and that is in no small part to also being solid. So for articulation, this guy has a swivel at the head. He can look up that far and down that far. He can move his arms out that much on a ratchet joint. He has a bicep swivel. His arm can go up that far. His arms can go 360 degrees around. His hands are on a ball joint. He got a ball joint and a hinge joint at the thumb, and a hinge joint at the index on all of his fingers. So you got that for the hands. He has a waist swivel, no ab crunch though, which is fine. He can kick up that far and back that far. He can do the full splits. His joints are also very squeaky, and I really like that about him. Just tabbing in that completely. His knees can go in that far, and his feet are on a pivot, or can go in a pivot and go down, which is a useless joint. Also the knee, you can see the die cast strut when you bend it, but that's about it for articulation for this guy. So let's get some figures next to him and see how he scales with them. And here we have, let me just fix some things on this guy. And here we have Robot Paradise Acoustic Wave next to my previous review, the MP12 side swipe. Here we have him next to my MP29 Shockwave. And here we have him next to the treacherous second in command to Megatron, Starscream. And that about wraps it up for the Robot Paradise, or Fans Toys, Acoustic Wave. And if you guys can get this figure, get him. It's so much better than the MP13. I can't wait to get all of the Cassetticons when I get the opportunity to, and when I do, you can bet that I will be reviewing them. Now, if you want to get this guy, I will leave a link down in the description below to BBTS, TF Source, or the Shozy store, where you can get this figure and more. Currently, this guy is on his second pre-order, so if you guys want this guy and don't want to be on a waiting list in the future, or just really want this figure, because I would really recommend it, I would head there as soon as possible. Click that link down in the description below to any of those 3 stores. And also, while you're at it, get the Cassetticons, because those have never sold out as far as I know, and I can't wait to get them. So that about wraps it up, though, guys. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at The Domination. Obviously, it's the same thing as everything else. Here's your second reminder to please leave a like. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all next time, and peace out.